Sevim, what do you think? Can Burrnesha be included within the idea of transgenderism?
No, I guess not. Because as the ladies, who is very well-known ethnographs, but also for us, it's very well known that Burrnesha exists in Albania and are products of cultural, financial mentality of area. And they are spread in North Albania, in Kosovo, Montenegro, and Puka, Shkodra, Puka, Kukës, Burrnesha. And they exist for different circumstances of family. They are produce of family decision, mainly. Sometimes when they don't have a boy in the family, or when the boy died or father died, they give the role of men, leaders to the family, girl. Or there are some cases of Burrnesha when they decided not to marry by themselves. Yes. And nobody knows what they prefer, what kind of sex, but definitely they are not transgender. They are not transgender. Swore girl or swore.
I think we could say
virgins.
Maybe in the history of Albania there have been some sworn virgins who are trans.
Maybe.
But that doesn't mean that all of them are.
Beginning of till 1930, 1940, there are many cases in my husband's family, for example. They come from very rich family in villages, Bel Air. And it was a girl from a very rich family, but with 5 brothers. They decided to marry 3 times. She didn't accept. And then she killed herself.
Wow.
And for sure, she has other preferences. Who knows? But nobody talk about this.
Yes.
In Albania, nobody talk about sexual preferences. Nobody. Later, till 90, after 90, started to talk. In 2000, when we started to talk a little bit about LGBT, and I am in from the first group in Albania that supported in 2009 this small group of LGBT in Albania, and they looks like criminals everywhere. So before, can you imagine before?
Yes.
But
we had Edith Duran. She wrote that in the highlands, male shepherds would go off for months at a time, and they had same-sex relationships, and it was accepted. It wasn't talked about so much.
This is very old, since in the Rome.
No, I mean, people say, even in the time of Edith Duran, it was happening.
But, you know, before.
People are saying, oh, this is a new thing, people want to bring it to Albania, but it's not the case.
The problem exists with people every time, in all this time.
While it has existed historically, LGBT people in Albania, I do think it maybe was a bit of a mistake to compare Burrnesha with gender ideology and trans.
Let's bring an example, for example, because I was surprised when I read the history of the last Burrnesha, because there are very few now in all Balkan. The experts tell that are not more than 40 in general. Has been 102 in all this region. Now 40, but Ilmia, the history of Burrnesha Ilmia, she's 47 years old. She's very young. And to be transgender, it's her choice to declare. Nobody can judge her. But she's real Burrnesha. She chose to be Burrnesha. And when I read the story, I was really out. How come? Because she's very young. She born in 80. Can you imagine a Burrnesha? But she took this decision by herself to lead the family, to work like a man, to make some financial profiting, because the area where you come from, it's like, now, for example, it's like a protest against all circumstances, people that...
the expectations of women.
Because there are some women that are stronger than some other women. And we called in our concept of Burrnesha in Albania, you know, many people told me, you are Burrnesh for me.
Yeah, I've been
because when you are strong, I am not strong at all, but if you have your voice,
Yes.
you speak out with freedom and this, they said Burrnesha. So it's something completely different, Burrnesha, from transgender, I guess.
Yes, I've been called Burrnesha as well, and my friend Jutta,
Jutta,
as well, Burrnesha, because we are, you know.
All women who do many things for themselves with their efforts and courage and work, they call Burrnesha, because this has been the story of Burrnesha.